how to connect with the inner guru, how to get the guidance with the inner guru, how to find the inner guru in me. This is the question. Guru in me, I have a master, an enlightened master, guru. Now, what is special about an enlightened master? Enlightened master, he is called so-called enlightened master because he lives in the present moment. He does not live in the past nor in the future. Living in the present moment is the enlightened master. His teaching comes from the intuition in the present moment. A person who teaches from the books, from memory, is called a teacher, acharya. A person who is able to speak from the inner experience by living in the present moment is called Sadguru. So what is the key here? To be in the present moment is master. So now I have seen the master who lives in the present moment. I have to find master within me. Then I should learn to find the master in the present moment within me. My inner guru I can find in the present moment. That's what we call as nididhyasa or spiritual sadhana or meditation. Just pause. A realized master or enlightened master is one who lives in the present moment. If I am able to find the present moment within me, I can find the master within me. That's the key. So all enlightened masters learn how to be in the present moment. That's what his enlightenment is. Buddha says, moment to moment, living in the present moment is called enlightenment. Moment to moment, living in the present moment is enlightenment. We think enlightenment is an event, something happened. Enlightenment is now, here, in this moment. If you are able to live present moment. One moment, present moment. Moving your hand, if you are aware, then you have come to present moment. If you are doing unconsciously, you have gone to past. Consciously can you live is present moment. The moment you start living consciously, your inner guru opens up in the form of intuition. Buddha one day, he was walking with Ananda. He does like this. After a few steps, he comes back and does like this again. Ananda asks Buddha, why did you hit your cheek twice? Buddha said, when mosquito was sitting, I hit that mosquito once. No, the mosquito disappeared. Again, you hit why? So Buddha says, first time when I hit, I was unconscious. Second time, I did it consciously to remind me that I have to live consciously, not unconsciously. That living consciously is what these people practice, what Buddha practiced. Living consciously, talking consciously, walking consciously, drinking consciously, seeing consciously what we do. We don't do that. We do everything unconsciously. When we are doing unconsciously, it's past. We are not alive. Conscious living is enlightenment. When you start living consciously, the inner guru opens up in the form of intuition. Mata Amritandamayi, as a child, used to carry vegetables from the market. When he walks, every step she used to chant Krishna. If she misses one step Krishna, she will go back 2 steps and chant Krishna again. Why? She was bringing awareness of God while walking. Are we doing it? How much effort we are putting to live consciously? Now let's bring the concept of inner guru. Understand inner guru. Everything happening in our life is happening within in our brain. The entire world is appearing in our brain. The world is so big. Experience of entire world happens in our brain. Even if God stands in front of us, the experience is within the brain. In our brain cavity, experience happens. All objective experience happens subjectively within the brain. The entire universe, macrocosm, is present in the brain, is experienced in the brain. So, if I have to find the God, I have to find God within. If I have to find Guru, I have to find the Guru within, in my nervous system. I have a living master, Guru, whom I think is great, but his experience is happening within my nervous system. I have to find the God or Guru in within my nervous system. That's why ancient scriptural teachings say, Yat Brahmande Tat Pindande. Brahmanda is the macrocosm, big universe. That is in the microcosm within your body mind complex. That's why to find God you and Guru, you have to go within. The master is within. The God is within. But that within happens when you come to the present moment. The master is present moment. Come back to the present moment, then you will be able to find the master within you. You will be able to find the God within you. God is always present. God is never absent. God is always present. So the entire body, the entire experience of the entire universe happens within the framework of this body mind, happens in the nervous system. So find the God and Guru within. How to find the God and Guru within? Our mind is floating in the past or future. So mind is thinking of the daughter who is in America. Immediately mind has gone 10,000 kilometers and one day. Or my daughter is there in America. So past. My son is here. Future. My son is going to America. Future. So the mind is drifting in the past and future. Mind which is drifting in the past and future is called ghost. It's not living in the reality. So the mind has to come back to the present moment. That means we have to become aware of present moment energy in the body or breath. They come to the present moment. That's important. Present moment is the gateway to the presence. The presence is God. Presence is Guru. The God and Guru within you, it opens up. But you have to come to the present moment. You cannot do from past or future, you cannot go. Because past and future are not real. Present moment is the only reality. Every moment we have to take an opportunity to connect with Guru or God within. How to do that? I said, breath is the way. Becoming aware of the breath is the way. I have taught many breathing practices. And I have taught Atma, third eye meditation. Today I am going to speak about Brahmarandra or Sahasrara. Our body has two centers. I think it's not. There is at the top of the head, there's a hole. It's called Brahmarandra. Brahman means cosmos. Brahmarandra means cosmic gateway. This is called cosmic heart. And the center of our chest on the right hand side, what Ramana Maharshi says, is individual heart. Not heart, physical. Spiritual. Physical heart is on the left side, emotional heart is in the center, and spiritual heart is on the right side. That's what Ramana Maharshi says. So we have two hearts. One is cosmic heart. Cosmic heart is heart of the universe. Ishvara and Jiva. Now these are connected. These are connected with each other. So what happens to us in deep sleep? Our attention goes to the spiritual heart center and we lose touch with the external reality. We enter into sleep. Unconsciously samadhi. So that is sleep in our heart center, individual heart center. individual spiritual heart center. When we wake up, the energy flows from the heart center into the brain, into the Adna chakra. From Adna chakra, you can see here, there are 72,000 energy channels, which come. 36,000 on left side, 36,000 on right side. 36,000 on left side is called feminine. 36,000 on right side is called masculine. Energy channels appear. Let's go. So these energy channels from Adna chakra is the distribution point. And Brahmarandra, the pineal gland and pituitary gland, which are situated in this axis, they are the controlling points. So now there's a gateway here, there's a point here. From individual heart, the consciousness in deep sleep, we enter into individual heart. We go to sleep unconsciously. In spiritual heart, our physical heart is on left side, our emotional heart is on right side, our spiritual heart is on the our physical heart is on left side, emotional heart is in the center, and spiritual heart is on the right side. So in deep sleep, we enter into spiritual heart. Unconsciously, we become one with God, conscious Ishvara. And when we wake up with our vasana and samskara, we'll rise to the Adna chakra. Adna chakra is the distribution point for energy throughout the body. So Brahmarandra, the pineal gland and pituitary gland become the conscious control centers. It is called conscious control centers or Ishvara or higher consciousness. We have God, this place, this actually in English is called temple, or forehead is called the temple. Because the God resides in the temple. In the cavity in the brain is called Brahma Kapala in yoga. Cavity of Brahman. The consciousness, universal consciousness is reflected here. It is the center of God within your body. It's the temple. Are you clear? So gateway to the temple is here. It's called Brahmarandra. And from this temple, God in your body, the entire body gets controlled. The control center is called Adna chakra. Adna means control. That's why it's called control. How it controls? From Adna chakra, the energy flows throughout the body, controlling. It flows through spinal cord. Spinal cord is the pathway. From that, it flows into all other parts of the body, energizing. So here, let's look at this way. The God consciousness is present in this center, Brahman, cavity of Brahman, Brahma Kapala. So reflected consciousness, Ishvara manifests in our body, in our temple, in our cavity of the brain. From that, energy starts moving, Shakti. That actually is called Shiva, the consciousness. Shakti starts moving. Shakti starts radiating into the body through the spinal cord from Adna chakra into different parts of the body, energizing. When that part becomes energized, it becomes Chidabhasa, reflected consciousness there, energization. The consciousness stationary is called Shiva. Consciousness movement is called energy. And consciousness getting distributed is called Chidabhasa, reflected consciousness throughout the body. Okay. So now, as Jiva, we operate in the spinal cord. If we can look at the spinal cord is like a pipe, narrow pipe. Whereas brain is an expanded region. The consciousness down below gets contracted. We feel limited. We feel imprisoned within spinal cord. Jiva is the prison. Prison of our Jiva is in the spinal cord. Is it clear? Consciousness gets narrowed down. If you are able to bring back the consciousness to the Brahma Kapala, there's an expansion. There's a oneness with the Ishvara. Is it clear? That is a pranayama. That's the breathing practice. Yeah. So taking back the energy into brain cavity is called pratyahara. For that, I have taught different types of pranayama. Sushumna pranayama, front sushumna pranayama, and back sushumna pranayama. Right? This I have taught in Shakti Darshana program. How to do pratyahara, take the energy back into Brahma Kapala through spinal cord breathing called Sushumna pranayama, or front sushumna is called Vegas Naru. Take the breathing, deep breathing, and take the energy to Brahma Kapala. Okay. So now I'll tell you the difference. When the jiva is operating, jiva means all of us, individual consciousness. Primarily, we operate from neck center to down. The command is in the brain only. So from this point to this point, there are 5 chakras. Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha. Adna. So out of that, Adna is God consciousness center. Adna is there in the temple here. This is the temple here. This is called temple in English. Temple, his name is not given just like that. It's a temple. Temple for God. Inside, there's a pineal gland that becomes the center for God consciousness. So now, what is the difference here? This center and above is Shuddha Sattva, pure Sattva. The center below, from here, becomes the mind. Center above here is Buddhi, and Buddhi is connected to mind. It becomes Malina Sattva. Malina Sattva means Rajoguna and Tamoguna are getting mixed up with Sattva-guna. Rajoguna causes thoughts, Tamoguna causes forgetfulness. And then Jiva constantly descends in the spinal cord. The Jiva is centered around spinal cord. Jiva should be centered around Ishvara consciousness. God consciousness is in here. But Jiva is always concerned. This is called Guru Chakra. This is called Guru Chakra. This is called Brahmarandra. This is called Guru Chakra. This is the center for God consciousness within us. That's why it's called temple. So our energy should be centered here. But instead of that, where is our energy centered? Khana, Pina, Sona. Survival, which is lower center, Muladhara. Sex, Swadhisthana. Food, third center. Our energies are centered in the spinal cord. Are we clear? So through grace of Guru, the Guru touches your Brahmarandra and awakens the Kundalini. The energy which is serpent energy is sleeping below. The energy starts flowing upwards in the spinal cord. The Jiva expands into Shiva. How does it do? For that, I'll give you a little bit modern explanation. So we have 3 types of brain waves. We have, these are the brain waves. Are you able to see? Beta brainwave is faster brainwave. Beta brainwave is required for us to work, operate in the physical world. So with the beta brainwave, we'll have get thousands of thoughts. When our mind is full of thoughts of past and future. Not able to see? So the beta brainwave is fast brain. So when we do the beta brainwave, our breathing rate is 12 to 14 breath per minute. Okay. So if we reduce the speed of breathing, we can bring down the beta wave to alpha wave. The mind becomes more meditative. Creativity increases. The mind calms down, thoughts will reduce. So don't say, I can't control my mind. It's false. The prana or breath is the key to control the mind. Use your prana or breath to get the mastery of the mind. Mind itself cannot be controlled by the mind. Mind cannot be controlled by the mind. A thief cannot be caught by a thief. But prana can control the mind. That's why pranayama is important. I taught two types of pranayama: front sushumna pranayama for vagus nerve and back sushumna pranayama. So both pranayama help you to reduce the beta wave to alpha wave. So you can further reduce the wave, theta wave. Theta wave, what will happen? It is like waking sleep or jagrata sushupti. This is what Brahma Maharshi calls as samadhi. Theta wave, you can enter into samadhi consciously by breath practice. So when you enter into, what will happen? Your brain waves will reduce. Your thoughts will reduce. What are you doing? Breath is the energy. Shakti you are using to go back to Shiva. All our deities, Sri Ramachandra, Sri for Sita, Ramachandra for consciousness. Sri is Shakti, Rama is consciousness. Shakti is the gateway to Shiva. Parvati is the gateway to Shiva. Breath is the Parvati and consciousness is the gateway. It gives gateway to consciousness. So never say, I can't control my mind. Change your breathing pattern, your mind gets changed. Your breathing pattern comes down to, let's say, 6 breaths per minute. Then you are 4 to 6 breaths per minute. Slow down. Then energy increases in the spinal cord and the energy increases in the Brahma Kapala. Shakti has come back to Shiva. Then what will happen? You are one with Shiva. The I am feeling dominates. If you go to further down, then you'll go delta, unconscious sleep. This is not we are interested. Anyway, we go every day. Happens to us. If further brain wave goes down, you'll go into unconsciousness, unconscious sleep. We have to operate at theta wave level. So what we do? What happens then? The consciousness which is contracted here is troubled. Lot of thoughts come in the spinal cord. The consciousness, as it moves into Brahma Kapala, it expands. It expands into Shiva consciousness. The mind calms down. Mind becomes peaceful. When the mind becomes peaceful, the peace hormones are released. The hormones which are peaceful are released. And there's a lot of healing happens within the body. Right now, we are operating at the lower centers. At Muladhara, it's survival. The fear, anxiety dominates. At Brahmarandra, Brahma Kapala, the calmness dominates. Sattva-guna dominates. From Tamoguna to Rajoguna to Sattva-guna, we are moving. How? You can consciously move through breath, pranayama. So now I want to distinguish between the breath and the prana. Breath is physical, taking in and oxygen. Prana is the bioelectric energy which moves within. Your heartbeat moves with the prana. Your lungs are moving with prana. Lungs movement is prana. Lungs take the breath, but prana which moves. So you feel your heartbeat, prana which is doing that. Energy movement within you is called prana. So breath and prana can be used to control the mind. How the breath and prana are related? Mind and prana are related. Mind is like a blind, like a lame man. Mind has no. There are two people: a lame man and a blind man. Lame man has no legs. A blind man has no eyes. But together they can move. A blind man can sit. A lame man can sit on the blind man and direct. Go this way, that way. So the prana can take your mind from tamoguna to rajoguna, sattoguna. When lot of thoughts are coming, rajoguna is active in you. Prana, you can direct the prana to Brahma Kapala, to God consciousness or Guru consciousness. Then mind comes down. You can direct means who directs? Prana is directed by the buddhi, intellect. Intellect is sattva-guna. Intellect directs the prana and mana go back to Brahma Kapala. Intellect, under the guidance of Shuddha Sattva, Ishvara or Sakshi, it directs the prana to go back to Brahma Kapala. The moment you reach there, immediately you can feel the very calmness. That's why deep breathing, slow breathing helps. So that's why two types of pranayama teach. Spinal cord Sushumna pranayama, which is called Pratyahara, and then front pranayama is called Vegas Naru pranayama. Both are teach, help you to take your attention back to temple, God. We go to temple, trying to get peace. We don't realize that peace is within us. When we reduce the brain speed, brain waves by breath, we attain the peace within. We become one with God. So what happens when Guru opens the Brahmarandra? We have seen the blessing is given by Guru touching this Brahmarandra. This is where the blessing is given. What happens is there's an energy flow from the hand of the Guru. This is called chakra here. That energy flow opens the Brahmarandra, the gateway of Brahman. Now energy flow in the spinal cord reverses. So you can start feeling vibrations at the center. This vibration or Guru will open Atma chakra here. So no, that energy was there. So before Guru opens Brahmarandra, there was no energy here. The energy, which is subtle energy, was going down. The subtle energy rises up. Energy is always goes towards the direction of gravity. Water flows in the direction of gravity. There is energy. The energy goes and settles down at the bottom. Okay, that subtlest energy is called vital energy, prana. The subtlest energy, it goes against the gravity, it starts rising up and touches the Brahmarandra. That's the vibration you feel here. It comes and hits this center. Energy always flows in the direction of gravity. System is working. That's a gross energy. Brain works with energy. It's a gross energy. Okay, let me give it this way. Whole body works with the energy. Okay. Now, what food we take, what air we breathe, becomes the energy. Now, energy is distributed to whole of the body. Okay. The finest part of the energy. You know what is the finest part of the energy? It becomes the sexual energy. It goes and settles down in the Muladhara chakra, Swadhisthana chakra. Why it's called finest part of the energy? Because the sexual energy has the ability to give a new life. Understand? Sexual energy, vital energy has the ability to give a new life. That energy is not, the energy in this part of the body, energy in this part of the body does not have the ability to give a new life. The finest energy settles down at the bottom. The gross energy is used for the functioning of the gross body. Okay? Understand? The finest energy settles down in the lower chakra. Now, when the Guru opens the Kundalini, the finest energy, a part of the finest energy starts rising up. It starts modifying the nervous system because that has the ability to create a new being, new life. The subtlest energy. It creates new neuronal connections, new brain connections. That's where the Chitta Shuddhi happens. A new life is found. This is actually called Dvija or twice birth. Second birth. When the awakening blessing at the top of the head, awakening of the energy is called second birth because the energy in your lower center can give rise to a new birth, a baby. As some part of the energy goes back to yourself, can create a new life within you, new awakened life. Okay. So is this clear? The energy goes back to the Brahmarandra. That's the meaning of real meaning of blessing. Blessing here or touching here, the energy gets activated. Subtle energy starts moving creating new life within you, new awakening within you. That starts around the Brahma Kapala. Brahmarandra gets opened up. Awakening is new like new birth. Okay. So now, if you look at it from the top, this looks like a Brahmarandra or cavity. Brahmarandra is opening into cavity of Brahman, Brahma Kapala. I represent it as a turning wheel. The wheel, center of the wheel is Brahmarandra or the spinal cord. The spinal cord is called Merudanda. See what happens when a wheel has to rotate, there's an axle required. A center is required. Wheel rotates around that center. The center does not move. The wheel moves. Our entire life moves around that center. This center is the spinal cord and nervous system. Consciousness is the center. Brain is the consciousness. Spinal cord is the center, consciousness. Our all energies move around that. You can think this as a more of a axle. Wheel moves, but axle doesn't move. The axle which doesn't move in our life is called I am. I'm saying overall, this is the axle, bigger axle. Then out of that, Brahmarandra becomes center. So, axle does not move, the wheel moves. The center of the axle is called Brahmarandra. And that goes in the spinal cord as Sushumna. The Sushumna or Sushumna and Brahmarandra together is the axle of our body. Sushumna goes all the way from Brahmarandra to the Muladhara. That's the center of our body. The consciousness within that is called I am, which is Ishvara. Yeah, that's the opening here. But that Sushumna is always closed until it's opened through blessing. So now, when the energy enters into Brahmarandra, a new awakening happens. From beta to alpha to start entering into theta state. The mind starts calming down. So now Jiva is becoming one with the Ishvara consciousness. This is called Savikalpa Samadhi. You start entering into Savikalpa Samadhi. That's a purification happens because energy is now fresh energy is purifying the nervous system, subtle energy. This is the transformation which happens in life. So now, how does this help me? The energy which the energy in our body, food energy, air energy, gets distributed through Adma chakra throughout the body. The energy which is actually Sushumna is also called Brahmanadi. The consciousness flows all the way. Otherwise, our consciousness is centered around the body through Ida and Pingala, through energy channels. That Sushumna energy starts entering Sushumna and touches Brahmarandra. You can start feeling vibrations here at this center. The food energy, water energy, breath energy we take gets distributed throughout the body, coming to Adna chakra, the forehead center. Forehead center is a junction. Is it visible? So when the prana rises to Brahmarandra, which is actually Kundalini rises to Brahmarandra, Kundalini is the subtle vital energy. A vibration starts feeling, you can start feeling a vibration here. The center of vibration is called Brahmarandra. It's a very small point. Or you can take attention to Adna chakra also while operating. because Adna Chakra is the center of your body energy system. Brahmananda is the center for consciousness. Adna Chakra is the center for energy system. Brahmananda is the center for consciousness. Both will help you to come back to the center. So now look at from this point, Brahmarandra point, I have written concentric circles. The center is the Brahmarandra or Sushumna channel. From that, there's a radiating energy. You can think Brahmarandra is the axle, or the Sushumna is the axle, spinal cord, and there's a radiating energy. The energy radiates, Shakti. So then the Shakti activates the subtle body. Shakti becomes the subtle body. Energy becomes the subtle body, which is actually mind. And energy becomes the gross body, physical body. Mental body consists of thoughts, feelings, emotions. Gross body consists of blood vessels, bone, all those things. Then it becomes the world. So we have three bodies: gross body, subtle body, causal body. This is the center for causal body. Center of Sushumna, near Sushumna. It is closed. When it gets opened, the causal body starts dissolving. The causal body is at the top of the head. Subtle body is the Adna Chakra. Gross body is throughout the body. This thing. So you can think Brahmarandra is the axle. So taking attention to Adna Chakra, or that's where we put Kumkum and all, to our Brahmarandra, we can go back to our center of energy system or consciousness. Center of energy system is called Shakti. Consciousness is called Shiva. You can take our attention back to consciousness or Shakti all the time. Is it clear? So now what will happen? The energy radiating, you can feel the vibration there. Or Adna Chakra, you can feel sensation there. Mind calms down the moment you go to Adna Chakra, because Adna Chakra is a place where energy is a center point, where energies are meeting. That's where we put Kumkum. The idea of putting Kumkum is be meditative all the time. And if your energy and attention is centered here, you are living a God conscious life or Guru conscious life. Otherwise, you are living an ego conscious life. And what is the sign of God conscious life or Guru conscious life? Mind will be calmed down. Positive hormones are produced in the body. That's called God-centered life or Guru-centered life. Is this much clear? So you can think the Brahmarandra as the center from which first level energy radiates. That energy radiation you can feel as vibration. And then second level mind operates. And third level body operates. Fourth level world operates. You can think this body-mind complex as a projector of God. God is projecting the movie through you. The movie starts from Brahmarandra. It spreads as energy. It spreads as a mind. It spreads as a body. And it spreads as a world. You are the projector for the God consciousness. Now what will happen to us? We forget the God center in us and get attracted by the movie projected. Maya, world. The movie is projected through sense organs. Movie is experienced through sense organs. Both sense organs are both projectors and experiencers. Receivers also. That you can understand better in a dream, deep dream. In dream, world is projected and you experience the dream world. Dream world, a tiger is projected from your mind and you are afraid of a tiger. Again, an impression is created. The movie script is created in the mind. So now what you have to do, I told earlier, the way to God is through Shakti. Sri Rama, Siya Ram, Lakshmi Narayana. We have to go through Shakti. Shakti is of two types. Vidya Maya, Avidya Maya. Avidya Maya is projecting. Vidya Maya is taking back to consciousness. Vidya Maya takes us back to our consciousness. Avidya Maya projects. Through sense organs and the mind, the world is projected. Through sense organs, the objective world is projected. Objective world is common to you, me, and everybody. The subjective world is the mind. Mind is also projected based on the energy, using energy. How does the energy project? All our impressions are stored in chitta, memory. They are recorded in memory. The prana shakti takes the memories in chitta and creates subtle body and gross body and projects the world. The prana is responsible for that. Your body mind complex is the projector for the world. Individually, each of us is a projector. So why we are seeing a common world? Because common projection is happening through all our minds. That's Ishvara. Is it clear? So now what will happen? Subtle body, your mind, subtle mind, does not understand this movie. It gets engrossed in the movie, it experiences the movie, and it gets its own projections. It's called Jiva Srishti. The gross world is the Ishvara Srishti. It's common to all of us. It's a projection of Ishvara. Your body and the physical world is a projection of Ishvara. But subtle world is also projected by Ishvara, but subtle world takes a life form of its own. What is happening in the Ishvara Srishti is reality, present moment reality. Because the energy is appearing as the world. Understand? But your mind, which is subtle mind, which is next level, it takes the experience of mind, records it in memory, and keeps on replaying, superimposing on the Ishvara Srishti. God's present moment. Present moment is Ishvara Srishti. So now this is superimposing on the Ishvara Srishti. Then what happens to you? You are missing the reality. You are missing the reality completely. Past becomes the past memories are taken to be real and superimposed on the reality. Reality you miss. We live in an illusion that's called Maya. This is called Avidya Maya. This is also done by Shakti only, energy only. The Divine Mother takes you out. It's called Avidya Maya. So now the same Divine Mother, with the blessing of the Guru, will start taking inwards. It's called Pratyahara. The mind starts moving inwards. The mind starts moving with the inwards with prana, because prana has to move. No, I can't control my mind. Definitely cannot control mind. Mind cannot control mind. But prana can control the mind. Prana can take mind to consciousness. In Ramayana, Rama is Atma Rama. Sita Mata is Shakti. Sita Mata is mind. Mind is captured by Ravana, ego. And who takes Sita Mata to Rama? It's Hanuman. Hanuman is Vayuputra, prana. The prana is the one which takes your mind back to Atma. Remember that. And when mind goes back to Atma, there's a calmness and peace immediately. It's not after tomorrow. After 10 days of practice, it will happen. Immediately, when your breath rate drops, you'll feel a calmness and peace. You are closer to God. You become one with God. And the thought rate comes down. So now, have your attention on Brahmarandra or Atma Chakra. Then what will happen to you? You have an anchor there. Atma Chakra or Brahmarandra is called Guru. The Guru within you appears through Brahmarandra, Atma Chakra and Brahmarandra. Within you, Atma Chakra, he appears as the form of Shakti, and Brahmarandra, he appears as the form of Shiva. And the energy goes back, Shiva and Shakti become one at that one point, Brahmarandra point. Now, what has happened? The Shakti or energy has created subtle body, gross body and the world. It has gone back to Shiva. Then there's no more world for you. Only the feeling of that point is there. Do not be under the impression there is a world outside. World is withdrawn to that point. No, my attention is here. The world is outside. No. The world is nothing but energy. Energy within you has withdrawn. It's like your projector is being shut down. Your projector. Somebody else's project is working. We don't know. We don't care. My project is shut down. My project Shakti has gone back to Shiva. Then there is a oneness. That point, Shakti, Shiva, Jiva, Jagat, everything is one point. That oneness is what you are experiencing. Then some thoughts will come from memory, no problem. From Chitta, some thoughts will come. Understand all thoughts are mithya, old recordings. Okay? Just ignore the thought because you have a reference now. Vibration here. Shakti is there with you. When Shakti is there, Divine Mother Shakti is holding, you are holding on to feet of Divine Mother Shakti. How can Avidya Maya bother you? You have to hold on to the feet of Vidya Maya, vibration into Sahasrara. You have to hold on to feet of Divine Mother in the form of Atma Chakra. That's called Vidya Maya. Then all Avidya Maya created memories, they will come to the surface. But you will ignore them because you are holding on to reality. Energy is the reality. Vibration is the reality. Is it clear or not? So with that, it's like your anchor. When somebody is drowning in water, he has to hold on to something, a log of food. We are drowning in the memories. But by breathing, the thoughts coming rate has come down. Mind has come down. Few thoughts will come. But you are holding on to the feet of the master. Adna Chakra or Brahmarandra. That's the feet of the master. So Adna Chakra or Brahmarandra is the feet of the master. So when you hold on to that, Maya will not bother you. Thoughts will come and go because you're holding on to reality. You have something anchor to hold on. Okay. Without the anchor, you will be lost. Then what will happen? Thought comes. Hey, this is just imaginary. Om Sadgurudevaya Namaha. Hold on to thought. Om Sadgurudevaya Namaha. I'm holding on to the feet of the master, Sadgurudeva. Sadguru is Parabrahma. So we have heard of all this Guru Padaka and all. Actually, ancient people represented our left brain and right brain as Guru Padaka. This is actually what we call as Guru Padaka. Left brain is called left feet of the Guru. Right brain is called right feet of the Guru. In between, we are Brahmarandra is the opening to Nirguna Nirakara. This is Saguna Sakara inside you. The manifest reality, Ishvara. And Nirguna Nirakara is everywhere. So Brahmarandra is a gateway between Nirguna and Saguna. So hold your attention to bring your Guru Paduka into your life. This is Guru Paduka. Through Viveka and Vairagya, we apply. Now, Viveka and Vairagya has to apply at a very subtle level. Gross level, we can't apply Viveka and Vairagya. Because by the time we apply Viveka and Vairagya, already the reality has changed. You start applying at a subtle level, discriminate between real and unreal. Real is energy, unreal is thoughts. Then hold on to I am. I am is the Ishvara. And that one point, entire universe is manifest in the seed form. That's why it's called, I call it as Karana Sharira, causal body. Entire causal body is there in that Brahmarandra. Remove the avidya. What I am not. I'm not the thoughts. I'm not the feeling. Don't have to say it. If the thought comes, just ignore it. What happened to thoughts if we are ignored? The thoughts come from Chitta, subconscious memories. Prana brings them up. Now, if you give importance to that prana, oh, this memory I don't want, this memory I don't want, that prana will think it's very important and gets recorded again in Chitta. If you ignore it, the prana knows this is not important, that whatever has come from memory, it just disappears. Learn to ignore the thoughts holding on to energy. Energy is the feet of the master, inner master, Sadguru. Now what will happen? As you ignore, less and less thought gets imprinted in Chitta. This will happen with eyes open also, because once you start doing this, it will become an automatic process. With eyes open also, you start living in the reality. Your reference, you'll not leave, let go the anchor. Anchor is Adna or Brahmarandra, which is Guru, Sadguru within you. When you operate in the world, you operate from the center called Guru or Sadguru or God consciousness. You'll be able to face life in a beautiful way. You live in the present moment. When it doesn't get recorded in Chitta, Chitta becomes calm and peaceful. Chitta becomes one with the Chit, which means consciousness. Sat Chit Ananda is Brahman. More and more Chitta will become one with Chit. That's called Chitta Shuddhi. Chitta is called memory. It is actually a wave in Chitta. Chitta is called memory, individual memory. Individual memory is nothing but a wave in consciousness. Chitta, Chit. Now wave goes back to ocean. Chit. That's Chitta Shuddhi. So we have three bodies: gross body, subtle body, causal body. Gross body, subtle body, causal body. If you take Brahmarandra as the center, Brahmarandra is the center for causal body. Brahmarandra is center for Brahman also, Brahma Kapala. Energy radiates from that, it goes to activate the subtle body, and it activates the gross body, and it activates the world. So you have to learn the art of withdrawing from the world, withdrawing the world also, because you are a projector. Go back to center, live in God consciousness, one with Sadguru. That's what spiritual journey is all about. Did I miss anything? Anybody has a question on Zoom? Purnima, Saraswati, Kanti ji?
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om.
That's very, very clear, Guruji. And doubts illa.
Okay. Yes, Purnima.
Very nice, Prabhuji. That prana, this third eye center and Brahmarandra, the difference you told us.
Yeah.
Center of prana and center of this one.
And our ancestors give a lot of importance to these centers. That's why you put Nama, that's why you put Juttu. Okay. So these are centers for higher consciousness. And you have to live moment to moment higher consciousness.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Then one more thing I tell you. See, this center called Brahmarandra is there, right? Our spinal cord is called Merudanda in Sanskrit.
Correct.
Okay. Merudanda is the axis of our consciousness. The Sushupna is the axis. Axis doesn't move. Everything moves around that. Okay. So we have to go back to axis. That's called God center. That's called inner Guru.
Very beautiful.
Okay. Around axis, first level of movement is called energy, Shakti. The second level of movement is called Manas. The third level of movement is called body. Fourth level of movement is called world.
There also koshas.
All those koshas and all. Right? So we have to learn to go back to God center within us.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Visit your temple once in a while. Okay? All the while.
All the way. Prabhuji, in some, this heart also is given a lot of...
No, the heart is, there are three hearts, okay?
Spiritual heart.
See, there is a spiritual heart on the left side of the body. There's an emotional heart in the center. There's a physical heart on the, spiritual heart is in the right side of the body. Emotional heart in the center. And physical heart is on the left side.
Right.
Okay, heart is the place where vasana and sanskaras get stored. Okay, so what happens is that a jiva, which is traveling in the spinal cord.
Yeah.
Okay, for conscious operation, it comes here and sees the world.
Correct.
When it gets tired, it goes and sleeps in this heart center, spiritual heart center.
Oh.
Okay, so Ramana Maharshi says, go back to heart center means here. Reason here is when you go here in deep sleep, you'll go unconsciously. So Ramana Maharshi calls this Hradayam. Hradayam. He says consciously go back to your vasana and sanskara were stored in this place.
Right.
Okay. So now this is actually jnana. In yoga, you go back to this center and this center. You know why? Yoga is to bring jnana into operation in the world. Here, if you go into disconnect from the world.
Yoga Shastra.
Yoga Shastra is applied jnana in the world.
Mm.
So if you are centered your attention in Atma,
Mm.
while working in the world also you can be God conscious.
Yeah, very lovely.
Okay. If you centered your attention in Brahmarandra, you will be feeling the oneness of Ishvara with you.
Yes.
Understand? So this center is with reference to the world. This center is about switching off the world.
Because even in Gita, Krishna says, Hriddeshe tishtati, Ishvara sarvabhutanam Hriddeshe Arjuna tishtati, he says.
That Hridaya word has many multiple level of meaning. Hriddeshe Arjuna tishtati. Hradi means, Hridaya means, you have to translate as center.
Center.
Okay. The real meaning of Hridaya is center. The center of your body is physical heart because it's pumping the blood.
Correct.
Okay. Hridaya is center here.
Yeah.
The physical body heart is affected by emotional heart. So emotional heart is the center of physical heart. Right? What is the center of emotional heart? Vasana and samskara. That's the spiritual heart. What is the center of spiritual heart? Consciousness. That's the spiritual heart. So the center, Hridaya, you have to use it layered meaning.
Correct.
So when you're operating physically in the world, what is the center of you? Energy. Energy center is Atma. Okay. What is the center of you when you operate in the world, physical world? Consciousness. Center is Brahmarandra. So the Hradi, you have to understand deeper meaning as center.
Very good. Okay, sir.
But only one center is there. That's Parabrahma. Functioning centers are different.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So, anybody else have any questions? Saraswati? Katyayani?
ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಗುರುಜಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಗುರುಜಿ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್
Ashwini Shane, you have any questions?
No, Guruji.
Okay. So, anything I missed out? So, the spinal cord is called Merudanda. Merudanda is the axis of our consciousness. Axis, central axis. Okay. The center of the universe is called Meru Parvata. The universe is Brahman, Saguna Brahma. There is a spinal cord for universe also. It is said that Kailas Parvata, the spinal cord of the universe passes. That's why it's holy. Mount Kailas. The universe has an axis. Our individual has an axis. You have an axis. I have an axis. All of us have Merudanda. All axes are connected. That's called Ishvara. So that's Bhagavad Gita. There's a shloka. Sutre Manigana Iva. Every living being in the universe is connected. Living being in the universe is called beads. The beads are connected to thread. The thread cannot be seen. So all living beings in the universe, every single living being in the universe, I, you, and everybody, through Brahmarandra, the sutra is the energy. That's called Sutra Atma. All of us are connected to consciousness, Brahman, Ishvara, through Sutra. All Merudandas are connected with each other. It's a cosmic connection. So that's why Merudanda is our spinal cord. Meru Parvata is the cosmic spinal cord. Is that clear? All of us are connected. Whatever we do to others will affect us. That's what is called karma. Because we are all connected through the cosmic control system called Merudanda. So we have to do good karma. Whatever we do to others will come back to us because all of us deep inside are one reality. Any questions are there? So I explained about inner guru. Inner guru resides in your heart. center. In the right side, heart. In the Atma chakra, Guru resides. In Brahmarandra, Guru resides. So how does Guru communicate? Inner Guru communicate. The outer Guru helps you to discriminate. Outer Guru gives you, the Guru manifest in the outer world, helps you to become discriminate, awakens your Kundalini energy, helps you to go back to your inner Guru. The inner Guru awakening is called intuition. As we start ignoring if you are able to hold on to vibrations and ignore past and future thoughts, stay in the present moment, the intuition becomes sharper and sharper. Shravana, Manana, and Nidhyasa from outside, inner intuition opening up gives a deeper dimension to life. The intuition opening up is called Guru communicating from inside. Guru communicates in two ways, as intuition and inspiration. Inspiration, expiration from out, living out, inspiration from coming inside. The Guru talking to you is not a physical world. It is an intuition, intuitive words, intuitive knowledge. In that intuitive knowledge, many of the spiritual truths become evident. In that intuitive knowledge, many of the truths related to body-mind complex in the world become evident. Maybe higher truths, spiritual truths become revealed in that intuition. But for that, the chitta should be cleaned up by ignoring the thoughts which are coming, living in the present moment. So then what happens? A deeper understanding of life opens up. That's called intuitive knowledge. That's called Guru speaking from inside. Without outer Guru, inner Guru cannot be awakened. Because our mind is always outwards. Our mind is trapped in the world. Somebody has to take that mind which is trapped and send it back through teaching, jnana, through clarity, to showing you, to open the Kundalini, by helping to overcome chitta shuddhi, by karma yoga, through jnana. Tremendous help is required from outer Guru. And outer Guru is none other than Ishvara coming in the form of Guru. Ishvara Guru Atmeti. Then he will show you inner Guru. Atma is the inner Guru. Awakening of the inner Guru is the topic. Awakening of inner Guru. Inner Guru is available always, awakened, but we are not aware of it. Our mind is always in the Maya. I don't know whether to call it awakening of inner Guru. Actually, I just say the topic is inner Guru. Realization of inner Guru is the topic. Not awakening, realization of inner Guru. Outer Guru is awakening Jiva to the inner Guru. Jiva is sleeping. Outer Guru awakens the Jiva to its own nature, is inner Guru. That's why Ishvara Guru Atmeti. Ishvara comes in the form of Guru. Guru awakens the Jiva to the inner Guru. True nature. Are there any questions? Don't get into technical terminology. Just understand and experience it. So we'll stop at this. I have one more question to answer. I'll just answer that. Then we'll close for the day.